Good, good, good morning, writers. Oh no, no, please, 5 more minutes. Good morning, writers, from the best place where a good morning can start. Anyway, today I will answer to your question, but maybe not in my bathroom? Maybe? Panini, 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 part number 2. This time sandwiches more than panini, to be honest, but it's the same. So, pancarré, caciocavallo, and speck. This time I am joining culture of the south of Italy with caciocavallo, that's a wonderful cheese, and the culture of the deep north of Italy with speck, that's from Sud Tirol. This is not the right way to cut formaggio, by the way, not at all, but somehow it worked. Close your sandwich and let's prepare another one because two are not enough. By the way, in Italy we call this thing not sandwich, but tramezzino. So, pack your tramezzino with another tramezzino. I have no idea about what I'm doing. Let's pack more the tramezzini. Let's pack a bit more our tramezzini. This is totally wrong. Let's pack another tramezzino. And here we go. But even if you wouldn't tell from my wonderful intros, as always, this is a graffiti video, so let's pick up some graffiti stuff. Like some wonderful bucket paint, as always. Oh, porco Giuda. And some super expensive cans. But since this is 1K special, and by the way, while I'm recording, we are 1K and 300 subscribers. That's crazy, thank you guys. But anyway, since this is 1K special, this video is a graffiti question and answer or ask time, whatever you want. So I will answer to the first two questions of today. And the first question is, how long do you paint? By the way, I will not put the name of the guys that asked me the questions because of privacy, you know. Anyway, I've been painting for 6 years continuously. But if we talk about the evolution of the letters and the legal walls and stuff like that, I've been painting like this for a year and a half, let's say. But this question that I just answered is basically perfectly matched with this question. This guy asked me, how old were you when you started graffiti? Well, I was 12. I started in 2013 for something like a few months, maybe 1 year, but only on paper and just some throw-ups and doodles on the walls. And then I quit, because I didn't have nobody to go painting with. And you know that when you start, it's a bit of a problem. At least it was a problem for me. So I quit. Also because, you know, my parents didn't really want me to start graffiti. But after a lot of years, in 2017, I completely random met a guy, Ron, that was into graffiti, and he basically brought me again into this wonderful stuff that graffiti is. So if you are watching this video, my friend, thank you. I'm really happy about what you have done, bringing me again into graffiti. Probably this was the best thing that happened to me in my whole life. But now it's time to go out because Eras is already waiting for me. Today we have done a super upgrade. Look at this banana. So comfortable. Anyway, today I'm not alone, but I am with Mr. Eras. Anyway, we are gonna make a proper graffiti production with a character by this man and a graffiti piece, of course, by me in chrome. We should start.
Maybe.
I don't want to stand up right now. Wow, che spaccime danno si sedia. Since I'm too lazy to start right now, I will answer to another question and then I'll start sketching. And I will answer to a super related graffiti question. That is, do I prefer cats or dogs? Well, it's an hard battle between these two kind of animals, but I have a problem, basically. I have a super wonderful allergy about cats. I cannot touch them, otherwise I start starnutire, che parola complicata. I start doing achoo for quite a long time, so it's a bit annoying. But at the end, if we talk about cuteness, I prefer cats instead of dogs. And this is why my Instagram is full of cutie kitties. Okay, I guess that's time to paint. So we are gonna cross this piece by Kozo. His Instagram account is linked over there. Era's character is gonna start on the S, so my graffiti lettering is gonna end to the S. It's time to sketch. And to do this, as always, I will use many leftovers. Let's do this! So basically the sketch is done, however I have to fix something like this arrow that I've done freestyle, but I don't know if they are cool for real. So let's fix the stuff here and there.
Approximately 10 hours later.
The sketch is done. At the end I deleted the arrows because honestly I didn't like them. Era's koala is hugging my piece. And now it's time to answer to some questions. The first is, what's the best pizza? As you know, I am a graffiti writer from Naples, so I can definitely answer to this question. And in my opinion, margherita pizza is the best. Classic one, with tomato, mozzarella cheese, basilico, oil,
and a lot of love.
But honestly, I am not that kind of person who says that only margherita pizza is a pizza, because honestly, I like pizza with fried potatoes and wurstel, and I'm Neapolitan. And I want to try pizza with ananas, so open your mind. As you know, I will not tell the names of the guys that asked me the questions, except for my friend Gok that asked me, now as a superstar, when do you go on world tour? Well, my friend, I hope as soon as possible, but actually we don't have the money right now. We don't even have the money to pay the cans, but soon, I swear. And now it's time to help Ares. He is doing all the work alone, and he is probably angry about this, aren't you?
Not yet.
And incredibly, Ares is my only writer friend that's able to speak English. Let's help him! Ares needs some solar protection. Come here. Oh.
No.
Come here, Mr. Ares. Come on film, please. Oh, you touch my tra-la-la. Ooh, my din-din-dong. After that wonderful moment with that wonderful man, I'm gonna answer to the next question. To paint with bucket paint, I prefer brushes or rollers? What do you prefer, Mr. Ares?
I work, I make a background.
You don't.
You don't.
Que facciamo? Honestly, I don't have a favorite tool. It depends on the paint and on the walls, the kind of walls.
Roller forever.
If the wall is straight and is not porous, it's super smooth, I prefer rollers, because honestly rollers are definitely faster. But if the wall is not super smooth, this is not the case, I prefer brushes. But anyway, it depends also on the paint, because if the paint is super like water, let's say, the roller is better. Otherwise, if the paint is super thick, I prefer the brushes. But this is for the background or the pre-coat of the walls. But to fill the letters, I prefer rollers. Not this, but the small rollers that I always use. Tu hai fatica, già mangiamo, e poi tempo mangiamo. Now, as Renzi is gonna say,
now is the time of lunch.
tramezzini.
Many tic-tacs later.
As you can see behind me, Ares made some progress with the background. But honestly, in this moment, I don't really care, because it's time for this big boy. It's bigger than my face, by the way. And I will probably destroy all the shadings that Ares is doing. Let's do this! Oh, on Chrome, I will use the level 1 stolen from Ares. Is it cool to use the Barney Chrome with a skinny? Yes, it is, but man, it's dripping as hell. Also my hand can tell this, but I finish it with a skinny because it's the best solution, honestly. Not in terms of wasting paint, but in terms of dust. I forgot to make some parts of the background with the brush, and it's a fucking pain in the ass now! Oh, I'm 2 down. So next question is, what's my favorite color combination? Is the color combination which is on the wall right now, and I'm not talking about the sky or the ground, but of the chrome. No, okay, seriously, leaving out the chrome, I don't have a favorite one. In general, I really like tone-on-tone paintings, tone-on-tone pieces. On to the next. This really is a good question. What do you like the most about graffiti on YouTube, and what is it you dislike? So, of course, not everybody are beef writers, let's say, but in general, writers like drama. But I have to say that on YouTube, this isn't that true. I mean, I am no one. I'm just a normal writer with normal writing skills, but most of the people are wonderful. For example, the guys of TSW, the secret writer, accepted me to join TSW even if I was a channel with 30 subscribers. And I was like, what the hell? Is this true? And in general, leaving out this, the graffiti community on YouTube is wonderful. What I dislike, well, maybe is that sometimes I feel always on the run, because the videos have a short life, 1 week and then they are done. But leaving out this, I think that graffiti on YouTube and graffiti YouTube community, it's wonderful. Can I use your name? Well, my honest answer is no, you can't. To be honest, you don't have to ask the permission to use my name. Also because Vent is a name that an historical old school band from New York already has before me. A band from Dublin already exists. So yes, you can use my name at the end. It's time, finally, I would say, for the outline. I would really like to use a black for the outline, but sadly I don't have it. So I will settle for Imperator from Montana Cans, from expensive Montana Cans. The cap is always the level 1 from Eros. Che sharpness! It's time for the shadow while Eros is eating. I have to say that it's already looking so good. Now you can take a better view. We are at a good point.
Look, I'm bent.
So, highlights. I think that this piece is cool. But now I'm gonna do something that could completely fuck it up, which is the highlights within the outline. I know that is not something really new, but I've never done something like that before. Can I have the lollipop, Mr. Eras? I heard you said yes. It's time to answer to the last question of the day. To be honest, 3 more questions, because I'm not able to read, basically. How long are you blessing the streets with graffiti? I think that this guy means graffiti bombing or throw ups on streets, you know? And I blessed the streets for 3 years. Now I am a little bit not that active anymore on streets. I think that's something that everyone once in life should try. The second question is if I have some advice for the letter B. It's a letter that I chose when I chose my name, also my first name, Ves1. Honestly, it's a letter that I've been hating for a long time, until after years, basically, of sketching, I learned how to manage, basically. I think that the best advice I can give you is that one stick should be taller or at least bigger than the other one. And also, one or maybe both sticks should be not straight, but curved. And now, last question. If you had more money, would you still paint on a budget? As you probably know, if you follow me on YouTube, I am the on a budget guy here on YouTube, because I really like and I really need basically to paint on a budget. Otherwise, I could still paint, but not with this output. So, well, surely not always. you know, because painting with cans it's of course funnier. But one thing that I really would like to do if I had more money is to create my own bucket paint, you know, because I use recycled bucket paint from the trash basically. But I really would like to go to a bucket paint factory and buy wonderful colors with super coverage, because at the end I really like to paint with buckets. So my proper answer is probably most of the times I would paint with the cans, but sometimes also with buckets. As you can see, Mr. Eras is doing a wonderful sign, because this is something like Western mood or something, typical Western sign, I don't know, and I will put our tags on it, and then we are finally done. But as always, let's analyze it. By the way, I will do a proper analysis of my piece only. So, today's balancing it's a bit different than usual. The whole piece is a bit slanted towards down on the right, and this was the purpose. The only thing that I don't like, or at least that I could have done better, is the placing of the T. It should have been a bit more towards the bottom, but at the end it wasn't that possible, because otherwise it would have touched the ground, and this is ugly. I don't really like when the pieces touch the ground, if it isn't on purpose, obviously. However, leaving out the slanting, the setup is always the same basically. Peacock tail balancing. Peacock tail balancing because all the letters are a bit slanted towards down in the middle, like a peacock tail. So, the letters themselves. I went super easy today, and by the way, I really enjoyed the process of this piece. Well, the V and the E are perfect in my opinion. The N is really cool, but this ending is a little bit too big. Also the T is nice at the end. The only disturbing thing in this piece is that the ending of the T is wider than the ending of the V. It's not specular, and I don't like it that much. So the color scheme is super cool, since it's chrome. And guys, I have to say that I really like the highlights within the outline. I definitely have to do it more often. I know that it's not super precise and I've done some mistakes in some points, but for a first freestyle try, it's okay. It's really nice in my opinion. Well, I have to say that looking at the whole wall, I really like this painting. The koala is nice and the background is fucking wonderful. The sky is really amazing, and as you have seen, I didn't make it. It is made by Ares, my friend. I highly suggest you to follow him on Instagram. He is also a tattoo artist, so check it out. Hey yo guys, the sun is going down. Anyway, the piece is done and I am happy. I like the piece, I like the overall look of the wall, and I am happy because basically this was a wonderful day with one of my best friends, and however a day that I spent doing what I love to do in the way I love to do it. This is it guys. I hope you liked the piece and the video as well. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and see you next time.